Rod Tebbutt here for ID Boxing, delighted to be joined by Shane McGuigan. We are in the immediate aftermath of Chris Billam-Smith's stunning fifth round stoppage win over Joshua-Usyk here in Bournemouth. Shane, that was some end to that fight.
Let me just say, I reckon you're the biggest Glory supporter around. He doesn't come to any of the background stuff. None of the fight where he turns up on fight night trying to get the Glory stuff. Do you know what I mean? Glory supporter headbutt. What a night, what a finish. I knew it was going to be a dangerous fight early. I knew that he's an awkward style. He had a sharp, hard right hand. He caught Massenet, had Massenet really badly hurt, you know, in paffing gloves, and they're not the paffing gloves that Tyson Fury wears. His special paffins. This is a different type of paffin. They're like a close foam, like so they're safe glove. And he had Massenet really badly hurt. So I said to CBS, I said, listen, he's wearing rivals. This guy, he's going to be thumping, so just don't pull out high, especially after the first round. I said, you should pull out high, stop doing it. Bing, right hand goes over the top, but he acknowledged it straight away and he was fine. It wasn't like a shot that stayed on him, but he got back to his boxing. Yeah, I actually felt that's when he was at his vulnerable pulling out, but he just got his range in a little bit, and yeah, what a finish, what a fight as well, decent fight.
Very good fight. Different type of fight to the Isaac Chamberlain fight, which of course we were back here for in July, but seemed to handle the occasion well as he did back in July. But as you mentioned there, still got caught with a shot in the second round. Is that a concern for you as a trainer, getting caught with those shots?
It's CBS, isn't it? He relies and rates his chin a little bit too much sometimes. You know, he gets hit with big shots in the gym and he sort of sucks it up and tries to walk everyone down. But you know, he has got a boxing ability. We were working on pulling and sitting down and riding the shots, but he started to show that once he got this jab going in the third round. He was jabbing, letting the right hand go, firing, and coming back with uppercut hooks and like tilting, going to the body. He showed some flair and variety, and that's the thing. Like when he got buzzed against Tommy McCarthy, I think it was like the first or second round in fight camp. He had no variety after. He muscled it, whereas this one, like, you know, he didn't let his legs go heavy. He didn't go trying at all. He just sort of got behind a jab and yeah, put on a clinical performance, I believe.
And the fifth round, that was some shots, a combination of fifth round.
Fifth, okay, yeah. Pretty sure it was a sixth, no?
It's fifth.
All right. I thought after the fourth, yeah, maybe after the fourth, it was a head clash in the fourth. I thought it was a head clash in the fourth or fifth. So yeah, great fight. You know, great finish. What a finish. You know, what a finish. The way he put them together, the way he, you know, it was like he was buzzing in with two shots. Then he went bum 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 bang, and he just sort of, when he was pulling out, he just laced him with a fantastic shot. And never nice to see someone get knocked out like that, but it shows how hard he's punching.
Obviously, all of the talk coming into this fight was about what could potentially come next, that world title. Obviously, it's a very risky, dangerous time when you start thinking ahead, but now the fight is out of the way. Chris has come through unscathed. World title next? Got
to be. You know, like the React fight's obviously one that they're chucking a lot of money at us, but we got into the game for him to win a British title and Commonwealth title, and you know, trying, you know, just once we got there, we were going to just try and tick off all the levels. We ticked off European level. You know, he's fighting world level now. He's ranked number 2 with the IBF. He's 4 with the W. He's ranked, you know, in the top 10 in all governing bodies, and he's worked so hard to get it. It's not really about a rap ball fight. So like it's a great fight for us. We want to avenge that loss, of course, but you know, it's about fighting for a world title for him. It's about achievements, and if he does that, you know, of course we'll go straight for React Ball if he wins. So that's the next, our sights are set on that.
Is Opetaia the most likely, and if so, is he the most difficult?
I think he's got to be the most difficult. You know, bar Lawrence Okoli, who we know how awkward and how hard punching he is, and you know, I think Lawrence Okoli is the most athletic heavyweight, cruiserweight in the division, and he's almost replicates the heavyweight sort of style, and he punches so hard. Opetaia's he's more of a mover. He relies on his southpaw style, and he's got fantastic boxing ability, decent power as well. So it's going to be a lot more of a technical fight. So I think, you know, he has to be recognised as a number 1 after beating Marius Bradus, Ring Magazine number 1 as well. So it's, you know, obviously Gulamarian's there as well, but I don't think Makabu's got any intentions of boxing over here. He wants a massive fight, and I don't think we'll be able to get that. So it's either Gulamarian or Opetaia, but I think Opetaia is the most likely.
I mean, you had Frampton, Taylor, both elite amateurs in their own right. You obviously had George Groves, who was very experienced by the time you got him. But taking Chris from where Chris was, Lawrence Okoli, of course, but but taking Chris from where he was at the start of his career, if you were able to win a world title with Chris, would that be your greatest achievement as a trainer?
I think so. You know, I think like Carl Frampton to become a two-weight world champion was a massive achievement because he wasn't that talented when it comes to his amateur pedigree. You know, he didn't go to majors and stuff like that. So, you know, Josh Taylor was a fantastic fighter. But if you look at his WSB fights, you know, he got, once people pushed him back, he sort of fell apart. You know, so that was huge. I would have obviously loved to have stayed with him to the undisputed fight, but. Yeah, I feel like this has got to be the biggest achievement of my career. I said it in the ring there afterwards. I said, like, yeah, if he wins a world title, especially against Opetaia, you know, it's got to be seen as now, you know, the biggest achievement for sure. So let's go and do it.
Final one from me, Caroline Dubois. Another spectacular performance from her. Blew her opponent away in 1 round. First question, I guess, what do you make of her performance? I'm assuming very, very happy.
Yeah, not so sweet Caroline Dubois. You know what I mean? She's an absolute savage. She's getting that spite in her shots, getting that belief in herself. I'm really impressed with Caroline in the gym. You know, obviously those sort of opponents, you know, to get the knockout, but like 7 losses or something, but never been stopped. And we thought we were going to get a few rounds, but she punches so hard. She putting her shots together. I mean, like, that's a better opponent than she had in her debut, and she struggled for 6 rounds in her debut. So it just shows the improvement that we've made over the year. You know, we've made huge strides. She is going to go straight in for an 8-rounder. There's an Argentinian girl we're looking to get in February. Girl that went 10 rounds at Terry Harpy. Hopefully we can get her over. Her name is gone from my brain. But and then after that, you know, it's looking at world honours. I really believe. I think, you know, Katie Taylor's done so much in her career, and she's obviously got that Croke Park fight on the horizon. It'll be interesting to see where she goes after that. You know, we're not by any means calling out the likes of Katie Taylor, mainly because I probably wouldn't be able to go back to Ireland for the rest of my life. And I've got so much respect for her. I just feel like if she does move on and vacate, or you know, there's going to be a void in that 135 division, and we are super eager to fill that void. It's the most famous division for female boxing. It's always where, you know, the best fighters sort of sit around, you know, super feather and feather, super feather, and lightweight. You know, so hopefully we can be the face. You got like some Michaela Mayer coming up. You got Alicia Baumgarten coming up. You've got Chantel Cameron, who I used to train, who's up at 140, but probably, I know she'd super featherweight with me. I know she could probably go down to lightweight, or even that's a fight further on down the line. So, you know, these fights are all on the horizon, and I just don't think she's ever going to get tested at this level. She's a world-class fighter. She's probably the best female fighter on the planet. She will be the best female fighter on the planet in 12 months' time.
A good year for yourself and McGuigan's gym as well. And also, on a personal note, becoming a father this year. So a very good 2022 for you, Shane. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, that's the greatest achievement, I think, in my life. Becoming a dad, yeah, there's nothing that compares to it. But from a career standpoint, you know, we've had about 25, 26 fights. We've had about 12 of them that are championship fights. We've got some great development on Adam Azim, Caroline Dubois. They've done their apprentice years. You know, Chris Billam-Smith. You've got Ellie Scottney that's won a European title. Lawrence Okoli defended his world title. Dan Dubois won a WBA regular title. So it's been great. I'm really, really happy with 2022, and I feel like we're setting it up for a fantastic 2023.
Okay, well, Shane McGuigan, congratulations. Thanks as always speaking to ID Box. I'd just like to point out that I was here yesterday and I took a mega bus in the morning to get here. So do not tell vicious lies at the start of interviews in the future, please.
Glory supporter.
Shane McGuigan, thanks for speaking to ID Boxing. Catch up with you soon.
Cheers, mate.